Hey everybody, Ryan from Rhino Hockey Channel here. Alright, gonna go over a preview for the first round matchup for the first North Division series to start tomorrow. The next one, Toronto-Montreal, will start Thursday, so I'll have that preview out tomorrow night, or the day of, when they are. Alright, Edmonton versus Winnipeg. Here we go. Alright, if you have not done so already, please hit that like button if you want to see these videos more often, because they'll show up more often in the search engine if there's more likes. So hit that like button, and also hit that subscribe button, because that helps the channel out too. So make sure you like the video, subscribe, and other than that, let's get started. Alright, the matchup this year, Edmonton dominated this matchup, 7-2. Yeah, they definitely dominated this. And Winnipeg 2-7, because there was no overtime games in this series. So there you go. First matchup was a 4-3 victory for Edmonton. Second one, a 6-4 victory for Winnipeg. Then a 6-5 victory for Winnipeg, and then it was all Edmonton from there. 3-2 victory for Edmonton, 2-1 victory for Edmonton, 4-2 victory for Edmonton, 3-0 victory for Edmonton, 6-1 victory for Edmonton, and a 3-1 victory for Edmonton. So basically, unless Winnipeg could score 6 goals, they couldn't win. That's basically what I'm getting from that. Alright, so here's the top scorers in the head-to-head matchup this year. Shocker, Connor McDavid is the top scorer for Edmonton. 9 goals and 13 assists for 22 points. Draisaitl, 10 points behind him, had 12 points in this matchup. Nugent Hopkins had 10, Nurse had 10, and Tyson Barrie had 9. Now, Smith was the top goalie, being 4-1. Koskinen was pretty good as well. He was 3-1, but Smith won one more, so I put him up there. Sorry. If you watched my review of the videos last night, or for the games from today, then you know that I am getting over a cold, so I'm sorry if I cough or sound weird, but I had a cold, so I'm getting over it. Alright, Nikolai Ehlers was the top scorer for Winnipeg. Had 8 points, 3 goals, 5 assists. Andrew Kopp, 3 goals, 4 assists for 7 points. Same for Scheifele, 7 points as well. Wheeler, 6 points. Then Stastny, Lowry, and Morrissey all had 5 points each in this matchup. Connor Hellebuyck was our best goalie, being 2-5. Yeah, that's sad when you're that bad and you're the best one. Brossoit was 0-2. Now, not terrible, but Hellebuyck actually won. Alright, top scorers. Connor McDavid this year, shocker, 105 points, led the league, followed by Draisaitl, who's his second best scorer, 21 points behind him, with 84. Tyson Barrie was a top scoring defender for them, 48 points. I have a feeling he's going to get raised this offseason and a longer contract. Darnell Nurse, 36 points. I don't know where Darnell Nurse came from, but 16 goals this year. He had a great year. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins had 35 points. Never developed into that high score I think they had hoped, but he's still an effective two-way center, so we'll see how he does in this series, because I have a feeling he's going to be going up against Scheifele as much as possible. Alright, Scheifele was the Winnipeg Jets top scorer with 63 points in their solid year. Kyle Connor had a solid year. I feel like it wasn't as good as expected, but still a good year. 50 points. Ehlers, before he was hurt, was a point per game. He's at 46 points this year. Blake Wheeler, also 46 points. A bit of a down year for him, honestly, but it was a shortened season, so he probably would have done more if it was a full season. Andrew Kopp had 39 points, had a great year. We'll have to see how that goes, because he's an RFA out this year, so let's see how they are able to retain him. Alright, goalies this year. Mike Smith, 21-6-2, was the best goalie for Edmonton. 2.31 goals against average with 923 save percentage. Koskinen, 13-12. Not a great season for him. 3.14 goals against average and 899 save percentage. And then they had Skinner play one game. He won that one game, but he had a 5.03 goals against average and 868 save percentage. Not so great. Hellebuyck, 23-17-3, 2.60 goals against average and 915 save percentage. I'm going to say it now. I don't think Hellebuyck wins the Vezina again this year. Not as good a year this year. And Brossois 6-6-0 with a 2.42 goals against average and 918 save percentage. So my guess is you're going to see Smith versus Hellebuck. I still think Edmonton would have been better off if they had acquired a better goalie, maybe getting rid of Koskinen in the process, but they didn't, so they're going with Mike Smith is my guess. Alright, injuries for Edmonton. This is updated as of today, the 18th of May. Kyler Yamamoto is out day-to-day with an undisclosed injury. Chris Russell is day-to-day with lower body injury. Zach Kassian week-to-week with lower body injury, but it was announced he is expected to play in Game 1, so that's a good thing to have back, especially when it comes to playoffs. And Oscar Klefbom is still out for a season with shoulder injury. I don't think he is going to be available at all in the playoffs. For Winnipeg, you have Andrew Kopp, who is day-to-day with an undisclosed injury. He is practicing, though. No word on whether or not he'll play tomorrow. Tucker Pullman is day-to-day with an undisclosed injury. No word on him for tomorrow either. Nikolai Ehlers was out for the rest of the season. Upper body injury. He is practicing. I did not see details on if he was practicing alone with the team. Was he wearing a contact jersey? Is he available tomorrow? I don't know, but if they can get him back, that would be a huge, well, I don't want to say addition, but a huge addition. It really is. Because losing him when they did at the 45-46 game mark, they were awful after he was out of the lineup. They were just terrible. I mean, there's no better way to describe it. Nathan Beaulieu is still out for a season with a shoulder injury. No word on him. So, there's your injuries. Alright, last playoff appearance. Last year, Edmonton lost in 4 games in the play-in round to Chicago, of all teams. And Winnipeg lost in 4 games in the play-in round to Calgary. So they both made the first round this year. And one is guaranteed to get out of it. So we'll see who it is. If you haven't seen my predictions video, go check that out. It should be linked at the beginning and the end of the video. So make sure to stick around for it. And click on it and check it out. Alright, my dark horse for the Oilers is Mike Smith. Their success, yes, they have Connor McDavid, who can be unbeatable at times, but he's been in the playoffs. The one time he was in the playoffs, they were able to shut him down. Because without him, Edmonton can't run. They need him to be effective if they have any chance. But Mike Smith is even more important this time around because Koskinen is not a better option. And Skinner, as you saw his numbers, yes, he won the game, but he was god-awful in that game. So they got nothing. They need Mike Smith to be effective. They need him to be, what was that, 2014 when he was with Arizona and they made it to the conference finals. They need him to be that good if they want to have a chance to get past this team and get past possibly Toronto. If it's Toronto comes out of the Montreal-Toronto series. Or even get past Montreal. So they need Mike Smith to be top-notch in this series. And maybe a swan song anyways. So. And for Winnipeg, they need Pierre-Luc Dubois to actually provide offense. Something. Anything at this point. Hell, just throw a puck in the net. It's better than doing nothing. Because I feel like he has not done much of anything all year with either Columbus or Winnipeg. He had a few good games here and there, but that doesn't mean you're an effective player, especially when it comes to playoffs. You need to be consistently effective, not effective 1 week and then not the next. And then not effective for 2-3 weeks at a time. You can't do that in the playoffs. He needs to do something. So he needs to be effective. If they have any chance against this Winnipeg, against this Edmonton team with Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl, they need that second line with Dubois to do something. Be effective offensively. Shutting him down would be effective too, but they need offense from them too, because Scheifele cannot do everything for this offense. Neither can Kyle Connor. So they need that secondary scoring, which starts with Dubois. Alright, that is all I got for you in this matchup. So make sure to check out my prediction video if you haven't done so already. The link should be showing up here in just a minute. Should be the video in the top left-hand corner. Just click on that, check it out. Let me know what you think of my predictions and what are your predictions. Alright, other than that, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, comment, share, and I will see you on next video. Bye, everybody.